Hey, what is up YouTube? It is Designer Reviews, and if you're watching this video, besides wondering why there's a brick wall behind me, probably also wondering if you could use a T-Mobile iPhone on metroPCS without you needing to unlock the phone. In short, the answer is yes. You will be able to use a T-Mobile iPhone on metroPCS without further unlocking needed. Now, if you're on the go and you don't really have time to watch this video in entirety, you definitely have your answer. However, if you're not on the go and you do have time to watch this video in entirety, then I definitely recommend you sticking along. Now, I was really motivated to make this video because this has been a question I've had for the longest as a metroPCS customer. Now, if you guys don't know, we are able to use iPhones on metroPCS through the Bring Your Own Device program. What you're essentially doing is bringing your own device to use on metroPCS as long as the device meets the requirements of the program. Now, this said, the first requirement is for the phone to have a clean ESN/IMEI number. Now, this basically means that the phone is not reported lost or stolen, and additionally, it also means that the phone does not owe any money to any cell phone carrier. Next, the phone needs to be unsubsidized. Now, this is a really fancy way of saying that the phone needs to be off contract with any cell phone carrier. Finally, the phone needs to be unlocked. However, in the case of T-Mobile iPhones, it only makes sense for a T-Mobile locked phone to work on metroPCS, being that metroPCS and T-Mobile are merged companies and do operate on the same network. Now, the phone that I used for testing purposes for this video was a T-Mobile locked iPhone 5. As required by the metroPCS Bring Your Own Device program, the phone has a clean ESN/IMEI number, and additionally, the phone is no longer on contract with T-Mobile. Now, to show you guys that the phone was indeed locked to T-Mobile, I have two Nano SIM cards here. The first SIM card that I have was a T-Mobile Nano SIM card. When I inserted this SIM card into the iPhone 5, the phone readily accepted the SIM card and displayed T-Mobile in the status bar. However, when I inserted the Verizon Nano SIM card into the iPhone 5, the phone searched around for a bit, then it restarted, and finally it gave me an error message saying that the SIM card was not valid. Now, if you guys don't know, I'm currently using an AT&T unlocked iPhone 5S with metroPCS. When I inserted my current SIM card from that phone into the iPhone 5, the iPhone 5 accepted the SIM card without any error messages. However, it displayed no service in the status bar. Now, if you guys don't know, in order for a phone to receive service on metroPCS, the metroPCS SIM card needs to be linked with the phone's IMEI number. Now, being that the SIM card was still linked to my iPhone 5S, only made sense for the T-Mobile iPhone 5 to receive no service after I inserted the SIM card into it. So to fix this problem, I inserted my Nano SIM card from the iPhone 5 back into my AT&T unlocked iPhone 5S. I then called *611 from the iPhone 5S to speak to a metroPCS representative. During the phone call, I provided the IMEI number of the iPhone 5 to the representative and requested to switch phones. Now, once the representative confirmed that the switch was successful, I hung up from the call. Now, being that the IMEI number of the T-Mobile iPhone 5 was now linked to the metroPCS SIM card, the iPhone 5S started to display no service in the status bar. So after seeing this, what I simply did was remove the SIM card from my iPhone 5S, and then I placed the SIM card into the T-Mobile locked iPhone 5. And once I did that, voila, no more issue of no service on the T-Mobile iPhone 5. It was receiving metroPCS service with LTE. Now, what is really interesting is that if you go into settings, the iPhone 5 recognizes metroPCS as the network and also recognizes T-Mobile as the cell phone carrier. This just goes to show you that T-Mobile and metroPCS are merged companies and operate on the same network. Now, I have a quick confession to make. From the time I recorded switching phones to the time that I'm currently recording right now was about 2 weeks. Now, I really took that time to test the full functionality of the phone. Now, 2 weeks later, I can honestly tell you that I experienced no problems while using a T-Mobile locked iPhone on metroPCS. Regular calling worked perfectly, iMessage worked perfectly, regular messaging worked perfectly, FaceTime worked perfectly, the App Store worked perfectly, the list goes on. I even updated the phone to the latest version of iOS and I was still receiving metroPCS service. So it is safe to say after the time that I've used the phone that it is confirmed that a T-Mobile locked phone will work on metroPCS with no problems whatsoever. So now that you guys do know for a fact that a T-Mobile locked iPhone will work on metroPCS, you might be thinking about the significance of this, which is a really good question. Now, in all honesty, the significance all comes down to pricing. Now, what I mean by this is that you might be able to get a T-Mobile locked iPhone cheaper than you would an unlocked iPhone. However, you do have to consider that with that price difference, you're really limited to the amount of cell phone carriers that you can use the T-Mobile locked iPhone with, whereas with the unlocked iPhone, you can use it with any cell phone carrier essentially. So in the end, it really all comes down to you. You have to make the best decision based on your preferences. Now, quick recap of this video. We do know that a T-Mobile locked iPhone will work on metroPCS as long as the phone has a clean ESN/IMEI number, as well as long as the phone is off contract from T-Mobile. Now, considering this, it might be more cost effective for you to get a T-Mobile iPhone rather than an unlocked iPhone. Alright guys, so this brings me to the end of my video. If you guys have any questions or comments, make sure to leave them in the comment box below. If you guys enjoyed this video, I would appreciate a like. Make sure to share this video, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.